You know, for a channel called Walking Reality, there hasn't been a whole lot of walking. It has been a year. So welcome back to the channel, my friend. It's time for me to explain myself. And we are on the GoPro Max 2 360 camera. And I know I started this whole channel with a whole, we're not going to do editing thing, but I don't know how I'm going to handle this footage. I really don't. I'm out here doing a test for one of my other channels, and I figured, you know, I did the walking. I got up here. Now it's time to do some talking. Yes, to you. So thanks for being here. So let's go back a year. I think it was August of 25 was my last video on this channel. And I haven't done a community post or an update or a video in all of that time. And I feel bad. So I'm sorry. First off, I'm sorry to the, 19 people of you who subscribed. 19 people. My sentence doesn't make sense. The 19 people who have subscribed to the channel, they didn't get what they signed up for. You expected some sort of, I don't know, wisdom or encouragement or something else, but I haven't had it. There's been a lot going on in my personal life that, unfortunately, this channel just kind of went by the wayside. And yeah, so let me explain. Last August, I went to the beach with my family, and I woke up on the last day of vacation with a gout flare-up. Yeah, it was in my left foot, so I packed up the family's belongings into our minivan, turned right back into the grass in the shade. That wasn't part of the story. I just did that. You watched it. And I drove us home, went to the doctor, got a script. And then the fall of hell began for me because I had, I think, 4 gout flare-ups over the next 4 months. And in early to mid-November, I had a bit of an issue where I had a stomach ache. And that stomach ache turned out to be appendicitis. So I had an emergency appendectomy, and I got to watch where I'm walking here. I'm really not smart. I brought flip-flops for this, thinking I'm going to do a 2-minute walk. And then on the fly, I called an audible and decided I was going to do this. So I don't have an external microphone. I just have the one camera. It is what it is. You're still watching, right? Boop the like button. Consider subscribing. All the YouTuber crap. We'll get back to that in just a minute, but here's the thing. I had an emergency appendectomy, and the post-op notes and lab work suggested that I was about 24 to 36 hours, 48 on the outside, from having it rupture, and thus ruining my perfectly bad day, even worse. So I had that. And then it was Thanksgiving 5 days later, and I woke up from a nap with another gout flare-up. So I already wasn't walking much because of the August flare-up, and then a September flare-up, and then an October flare-up, and then a November flare-up that not only put me behind in my, recovery from the surgery, but it really made things quite difficult because I'm already in a bunch of pain. And with the gout on there, it's like the only thing that works is a steroid. And so my body just wants to eat its face off. It gives me one heck of an appetite. I figure I've got the selfie stick, I'll use it, however briefly. But I had pain, stomach pain, walking pain. I couldn't walk. Like, here I was sitting at my wife's friend's house in her garage, 3 o'clock in the morning, and the only relief I got was from putting my bare foot on the concrete floor. It was cold. It was 32, 33 degrees out. So in the garage, it was like 40. And yeah, so there I am. Just a lot of pain. It has been very, very painful physically, and then it got mental in just a minute in the story, in the video that you're watching. Yeah. So, oh man, I'm out of shape. I'm breathing heavy already. Oh, goodness. yeah, so things got bad, and then things got cold, and I was doing walks, and I was testing camera equipment over on one of my other channels. I was testing Canon lenses just as a way to walk for like 5 or 10 minutes at a time throughout my neighborhood. Nothing like walking along in the trees here. I did this later. I walked over on that road later, but I wasn't doing much walking, and I wasn't feeling really motivated to record these, I don't know, they're kind of like a diary. You know, this kind of stuff is more like a diary than anything else. The lack of editing and just raw emotion and thought put into a camera, and luckily it's recording now. It popped up a message earlier, said, "Oh, can't record, your SD card's not fast enough." My SD card's plenty fast, but I'm having issues with that now. Maybe I'll go through that in another video, but I got through the winter. And by the way, we had like 6 weeks where we were below freezing, which is very, very uncommon for the mid-Atlantic US. Just saying. Oh, which way do we want to go? We can go to the left or we can go to the right. And I just know I'm pointing around and making editing for myself. I'm going to start heading back to the parking lot because that's going to be easier to get moving away from here. So now we're through the winter and we're into spring, and I'm heavily focused on riding my motorcycle and recording my editing videos, because I've got a motorcycle channel called Road Reality. Yep, I'm wearing my hat today. It's a merch hat, merch shop, all that stuff. It's good times. And I have an editing channel called Creator Reality, and there's links on the channel page or somewhere around here for that if you're interested. And so I was focused on all that. And because I was focused on all of that, I wasn't going out for walks and I wasn't doing all this stuff. And then March hit and I started getting a stomach ache again. I'm like, son of a gun. But it wasn't like the appendix pain, which was abnormal anyway, because it was all the way across the lower part of my belly and not like right here where the appendix really is. So it didn't present to me as appendicitis until I told my symptoms to a doctor on a video visit, and well, they said, get your butt to urgent care ASAP, and I'm calling ahead to let them know you're coming. It was that urgent. So now it's springtime and I've got another stomach ache, and I'm like, oh, what the heck is this? What now? Is this stump appendicitis? What's going on? So I looked up my symptoms. Stomach ulcers. Stomach ulcers. Usually my body complains about my bad habits and my bad sleeping habits and all that by giving me back pain, which then it gave up the ghost on that one. So that's not working to slow this guy down. We're going to do gout pain. And I take a daily gout med, and well, knock on wood, I haven't had a gout flare up in a few months, so that's good. But now my stomach's literally eating itself, which is nonplussing me, to say the least. I'm not a fan of this. Hopefully that was a cool shot. Did you think that was a cool shot? So now I have stomach ulcers. And then I get an email one night a few months ago. It says, John, your position with the company is no longer required. So I got laid off. And yeah, that was freaking depressing. My only source of income now is my YouTube AdSense. So this video is not even monetized. This video won't, well, it won't earn me anything, except there's a benefit I want to talk about in a minute. So I went whole hog on this whole YouTube thing. And I got a sponsorship working right now for Road Reality. Been working hard on Creator Reality. I go out and do research to figure out what people need help with in editing, and I talk about the editing I'm doing, and that's on the Creator Reality. Over on Road Reality, we're doing a lot of fun motorcycle rides, and I'm able to go in the middle of the week to a road that would normally be packed with traffic on a weekend, but, well, ain't no traffic during the week. Everybody else is at work, and now my job is to record videos, edit them, and publish them on YouTube. And I'm running my household now. Oh, there's a lot of wind today. So my wife, who works 2 hours away from home each way, yeah, she put me in charge of the house. She goes, until you find another job, you're in charge of the house. Oh, bugs are eating me alive out here. Wow, yeah, they're really chewing my legs up. Anyway, yeah, so I'm running the house. I'm running 2 YouTube channels. I've got ulcers, gout. I recovered from the appendicitis. I did that. And then facing all my demons, all my mental demons. The intrusive thoughts, they call them these days. Some days they start to win. Then I go for a motorcycle ride and I feel better. But today, yeah, it's a little breezy, but it is sticky hot and humid. And I woke up not feeling good, so I figured I'm not gonna go on a motorcycle ride. But my wife's been on me to go for a walk. She goes, whatever happened to your walking channel? And I said, well, I don't really do it anymore. She goes, why not? And I said, not on time with all the other stuff. And she corrected me and she goes, you haven't made the time. And I go, yeah, you're right. She goes, even if it's a short 10-minute walk 2 or 3 times a week, it'll be beneficial. So I Googled, is it beneficial to walk? Hold on. I Googled, does walking help heal stomach ulcers? I found out it does. At least through the posts and articles I read on the internet. We all know how that works. Bonjour. So I read some articles. They said, go ahead and do a walk. So today's kind of a test. It's going to be, well, 1, can I walk without being like totally in pain later? I think the answer is going to be yes. 2, can I record a video and then publish it to Walking Reality and, I don't know, try to get that channel, get it a little momentum, you know? Even if nothing comes of it, there is a benefit. Even if I don't get paid money to do this, I like recording videos. I've said it before, even on this channel. I love recording videos. Where should we go? We should go around the corner of this and then turn around. Yeah, in the parking lot, we'll turn around. So we're gonna see if I can walk and we're gonna see if I can record. And look, back to the whole recording thing, it just gives me motivation to come out and do this. I bet the audio quality is not great and the video quality is so-so. And you know what? If it gets 0 views or 1 view or 1,000 views, none of that actually matters. What matters is I got out and I'm walking. So if you're feeling some kind of way, negative thoughts, slightly ill or infirm, I think it's the right term. Go for a short walk. They have completely screwed up my normal parking lot deal over here, or field deal. They're changing the water table, it appears. Oh, I bet this wind noise is just wreaking havoc. Sorry. But I'm going to show this to you, and then we're going to make a left. So as we go along here, they're doing a bunch of construction. Look at all that nonsense. Oh, I think I'm in the way. I get to stand on the curb, watch traffic go by. But they're doing construction down there. And they're doing it over there. Okay. That's all well and good. All right. But it's noisy, so we're going to stay away from the noise. So I just hope that I can encourage somebody else to get out and move a little bit. I know that I might be a little sore now and I might be a little sore later, but, well, I'm just happy at the end of the day. I got out for a walk, so that's where I've been. Yeah, a lot longer than a 10-minute video today, huh? But let me know in the comments below how you like this format and the video and audio. Let me know what you hear, because, oh, yeah, I totally forgot. I am 3/4 deaf. So says my audiogram. And I'm not wearing them right now because I don't like to wear them when I'm going to get sweaty. But I got hearing aids. Yep. A guy in his 40s with hearing aids. And it's funny because my insurance company offered them to me at my last audio test, which was January of 25. And I got them in September of 25. There was a whole snafu there with canceled appointments. Not my fault, not my fault, and other things, but I got them, and they've really improved my quality of life. So now I can hear better in most circumstances, but I'm still deaf. And why did I bring, oh yeah, the audio quality. So I don't know how this audio is going to sound, and I'll never hear it the way you do. You will hear it much differently than me. I should be holding the camera out this far. It might be clear. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm just hoping it works out all right and I don't get run over by a Jeep. It's really hot here in the sun, by the way. Oh yeah, they get their phone stuck up next to their face. Don't get me started on that. Maybe I'll do a rant on that. Anyway, comment down below with whether or not you like the format and the audio and video, and if I should continue doing this or if I should just walk for myself. Personally, I might not listen to you if you say just walk for yourself, and I might still publish videos, and I don't know what I'm going to say in them. Of course, I just about never know what I'm going to say, but I do hope you enjoyed this one. So if you did, drop me a comment below and hit the like button so I know you were here, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, have a good day. Go do some walking.